Hey, welcome back to Ames ISU Ice Arena. We're ready for game number 2. This is Sorensen going to take the draw with Antonovich on his left, Downing on his right. Pappas and Silty out there to play defense. It's won by the Flyers, but Pappas sends it back into neutral ice. And now Downing's got it. Downing's going to try and skate away. He moves it up towards Sorensen. Swatted away by the junior Heartlanders. And now junior Heartlanders, there's number 5 going to shoot. Pad saved by Leon. Rebound. He's coming around the other side. Slowed down by Pappas. Going to turn directions. And send it to the far boards. Puts the brakes on. Now going to try and center it. Lots of dancing with the puck. And still number 5 with it. Now it's sent to the far boards by Pappas. Pappas up and to the point, jumps off the defender's stick. Flyers going to try and take it away. This is Downing, takes away, Spinorama sends it towards the net, where Antonovich grabs it behind the net. Now Antonovich trying to get center ice to Sorensen. Sent out to neutral ice. And brought back up and not in. And now we're going to have a whistle here as Sorensen may have got a little, well, we got an offsides whistle. It is 1 million degrees here in the press box at Ames ISU Ice Arena. Peffer got Kira and Smith playing forward with them. Looks like Jude in there with Tom Beasley's skates on. And now Casson going to try and hunt it down and can't get to it before the icing call. It's a little bit of an equipment malfunction for Jude Schmidt. And he's going to run around. I don't know. How many sizes too big do you think those skates might be? 4 sizes too big? Throw an extra pair of socks on the kid. He's good to go. He's battling. Peffer stays out there with Kira Terry. And there's Peffer trying to march it out. Now Silty swats it back towards the right direction. Iowa City centers it, sends it deep. Pappas going to try and get to it. She does, and up towards Smith, who the pass doesn't connect. Pappas going to regroup here in those near boards in the corner and try again. Gets to the Smith. Smith can't quite get it out. Marched in by Meineke. Meineke has it taken off his twig. And now we got a foot race. And Smith is the first one to it. Smith being chased from behind. Meineke trying to get in. And we're going to have a penalty here as a hook from behind impedes the progress of number 10, Richie Peffer. And could be, I believe, our first advantage of the season. We had several PKs, but we're going to do a power play now. Power play going to send out that first starting line with Sorensen, Antonovich, and Downing. This is Schmidt and Van Meer playing defense, and we've got a whistle for... And Stripes is... Oh, they want to get the penalty on the board. Fair enough. Makes sense. And now everybody in the penalty box feels the eyes shift towards them as they're trying to figure out the scoreboard. It's a rough spot to be in. I've been there. You feel everybody staring at you. And now they're going to add a couple of seconds to the... We're going to call it good at a minute 32 power play. A little home cooking here. Sent center ice, held in. Oh, and now it's not held in, and then it goes in offsides. And they're not blowing it for off. So Flyers regroup, and Sorensen brings it in. Sorensen sends it deep. Trying to get it to Antonovich. And it's going to go around the other side. And Heartlanders are first ones to it. Now Van Meer sends it deep. Downing trying to skate at center ice. Heartlanders ping-pong it out. And they're thinking breakaway. And Van Meer going to turn and move it back the right direction. Now Downing's he's got a little bit of room and forgets the puck, and now he's going to put the brakes on. Centers, and Grayson can't get it under control before it's taken away by the Heartlanders. Up towards the blue line, Schmidt sends it deep. 37 seconds to go on the power play. Flyers, nothing going as of yet. And here comes number 5 for Iowa City. He's going to take it all the way, put a shot, glove save by Fans. But the running clock, this may kill the remaining 15 seconds of the penalty. Probably for all intents and purposes will by the time they drop the puck and the Flyers get it moved back into Heartlanders zone. Puck is dropped and Heartlanders control it. And now Heartlanders full strength. Meineke going to shoot it from the point. And now Pappas with it down in the far corner. Pappas rims it around where Smith awaits the puck. Smith trying to get up and out, and he does. Now Peffer, shot out of a cannon. Got a foot race. And it's won by the Heartlanders, and they send it back to neutral ice. Now they're trying to capitalize. Coming the other way, 3v2. Nice stick by Pappas to move it back to neutral ice. Heartlanders reset again. Now Peffer sends it into neutral ice. No Flyers there for the breakout. And back into our zone it goes. They get it around 1 and down into the near corner. Pappas sends it back to that near corner. Nobody's there. So Meineke says thank you very much. He's going to shoot in from the point. Skates up again. Shalin now on a mission for it. And now center ice comes in, poked away by Peffer. Set center. Let's see if we can skate it out here this time. They do. I believe that's Smith going to just skate it into neutral ice. Gains the line, and then the puck's taken away by the enemy in white. It's intercepted by Cass and Smith. Now here they come again. We got a 1v3. They get around 1, 2, and 3 and get a shot, but Fance stands tall as the Heartlander skaters able to skate around 3 defenders and get a clean shot off. But Leon Fance makes the save. Sorensen going to center a line here. Sorensen wins it over to Schmidt. Here's Jude with it. Jude going to backhand it over towards Lily. Lily Van Meer trying to poke it up to Kira. Kira out of the zone. And now Antonovich tries to jump the pass, but doesn't quite get there. Jude with a nice hustle to get that puck. Now here comes Antonovich. He's got a little bit of room. Kira trailing the play. Antonovich can't get control of the puck before Iowa City jumps in there and interrupts. Now Jude trying to hold it in at the blue line, and it's swatted out. Here's Lily Van Meer trying to get to it in our own zone. She's going to skate it around stripes and all the way behind the net and rim it up and around. Flyers caught on a change. Now Van Meer going to move it up to Downing. Downing can't quite corral it. Now Downing can't get it out as it's collided on by 3 Heartlanders. Now Downing does get it into neutral ice and then has it taken away. And then Downing poked away off his twig again. That's going to be sent in on net. Nope, it is not on net. And we've got a whistle. I think Vitaly Antonovich is going to go in to the sin bin. And these penalty kills were a bit of Achilles heel in game number 1. Let's see who they send out to kill this one. Heffer, Silty, Pappas in on the kill. Heffer wins the draw. Sent up to the blue line, but not out. Centered, sent towards the net. There's Silty's waiting for it. Silty gets it around the defender, and now shot out of the cam, and here comes Richie Peffer. He's in front of the defense. Meineke trying to pressure him off. Peffer full backhands it towards the net, but it's deep as Meineke on the back check. Now his puck is right in front of the net. There's Peffer trying to make something happen. This one comes around. Silty's going to be hopefully the first one to it. Silty is going to turn, change directions. Good idea there. Silty sends it out of the zone, and now they got to wait. They're going to go D to D. Enters it in clean. Pappas up on the back check. Silty now trying to get it to Peffer. We got about 40 seconds left on this penalty kill. See if we can get a clear. Oh, that's set in and scored, as that was a juicy one just hanging out right in front of the crease. Iowa City wins the race, backhands it in up over stick side of Leon Fance to open up the scoring 1-0, and that will end the penalty kill. Swanson and Tonovich Downing out there with Schmidt and Van Meer. Flyers win the draw. They're marching it forward. And now this is Antonovich in the near corner. Antonovich trying to kick it up to Swanson. Swanson can't control it. Jude going to send it deep now. Center Downing interrupts the pass momentarily. Jude swats it deep again. Way to hold that blue line, number 11. But Iowa City comes away with the puck, and now Downing trying to interrupt. Downing going to deke around one. Downing has it poked away. It's right onto Jude's stick. Jude going to lock and load, and that goes just wide. It gets through a bunch of skates and shin guards. Now out to Van Meer. Van Meer sends it on net. Right there is Antonovich. Puck still loose. They're still digging at it, trying to lift it up and over is Grayson, and then the goalie gets it, and a whistle comes in. Flurry of action there in front of the net for the Flyers. Flyers keep the same personnel out there. Swanson, Downing, and Tonovich. Pappas and Silty playing D. It's one back to Silty. Silty, D to D. Pappas now. She's going to send one wide left. Good puck movement there by the Flyers. Antonovich with it down behind the net. Taken away by Iowa City. And now they're going to send it out. This is a shot out of a cannon. Here comes Iowa City. Going to try and beat the icing. And they're going to get it before it gets to the red line. And Flyers get control of the puck, though. That's Silty with it. Silty loses the puck. Now they're going to try and deke around the Flyers. Silty's going to try again. He rims it around. Downing's waiting for it. Downing, couldn't control the puck. He had Swanson breaking out. Now here's Downing trying to get up to Swanson. Downing's got Swanson leading the pack. He's going to get moved over, intercepted by number 5 for the Heartlanders. Collision there at center ice, and that should go on. That definitely should have been a penalty, but I think myself and the Iowa City fans disagree with who it should be called on. It's weird how that perspective changes things.
I just saw an offside.
We are back underway. Here's Peffer, Smith. Shalin's in there. Smith and Peffer in a board battle. It's popped out to Silty. Silty moves it the right direction. Now Peffer gets, we get called for a hand pass here. One 0, 4.5 minutes to go in period number 1. Peffer going to take the draw. It's won by Iowa City. Sent out to neutral ice where Silty's going to shovel it with the backhand. Smith gets checked into the boards. Centering pass out into neutral ice it goes. Now back, good play here. This is Van Meer. She's going to try and get to Shalin. Shalin's on it, jumps off a stick, but into Iowa City territory. Iowa City controls the puck, brings it down around. Now they're going to try and break out, and Silty slows the play down. Board battle, Peffer, Silty, and Smith all on it. Smith centers it to Shalin, just miss on that pass. Van Meer going to go collect the trash. Van Meer, dangerous pass, intercepted. Silty trying to get to that tip pass and moves it up ice. Now let's see if we can get this to Peffer. Peffer, he's going to try and get around one, has it poked away. Peffer enters his zone clean, got Casson Smith with him. And that puck is poked away. Peffer trying to get it centered to Shalin and Smith. Smith now with it. Smith centers it. Off the goalie's net. Peffer's right there. He shoots. And off the goalie's pads. Puck still loose. Now Casson with it. Casson trying to make the pass. And the Heartlanders defense makes it, and they find a stretch pass. Nobody to beat. It's one-on-one, just him and Vance. Leon Vance with a big save. Now across ice it goes. And doesn't quite get out, so no offsides. Iowa City going to try again. Vance makes another save. Flyers looking to get it out. Here's Swanson. He's going to dance with it right in front of his own net. Not the choice I'd make. And Iowa City takes away. Here's Hayden Meineke. Dekes around one, dekes around another. Tries to make a pass. And it's intercepted. And now into the corner. Van Meer is going to try and move it up ice. Shalin there to try and help get it. Unable to. Down behind the net. Iowa City Flyers got to attack that puck. That's sent cross ice. Centered. Shot deflected there. Nice stick by Swanson. And trying to get out is Van Meer. Van Meer gets it to neutral ice. Now this is centered, and Kira's going to try and get to it. Swanson comes away with the puck. Here's Swanson, 1v1. Swanson brings it in. He's got help on the way. Kira coming in, crashing the net. Centered to Antonovich. Antonovich hasn't dropped off his stick. Now set wide, here's Kira. And the goalie stretching down and lays up on it. And then Antonovich and gets shoved by the feisty Hayden Meineke. He's in there saying, stay away from my goalie. Good no call there. Oh, no. Meineke is going to go to the... Okay. We're sending Swanson and Meineke to the box. I can live with that. So let's skate 4v... Or we're going to skate 5-on-5. They're offsetting. I would think we would skate 5-on-5. This is Peffer, flanked by Antonovich and Kira. Kira Terry. Stella Pappas and Jude Schmidt, your defensive pair. In the corner. And swatted cross ice out into neutral zone. Pappas gets it. She's going to control it. Move it over to Jude. Jude opens up for the pass, but is unable to control it. Then Jude gets back to it and slots it into the boards. Now Peffer's there to help. Peffer taking off the puck. Antonovich going to give it a shot. Out to the defender. The defender shoots and eaten up by Schmidt. Jude hitting Vitale on the breakaway. There'll be no ice as it hits Vitale's stick at the red line. Kira to the puck, and it jumps away from her, but Pappas is waiting for it. Pappas trying to backhand it, unable to get to it. Slowed down there by Pappas. 40 seconds remain in the period. Pappas really fighting hard on that puck. Now that puck is hanging out and around. Peffer comes away with it. He gets pinched off into the boards, and here comes number 13 for the Heartlanders, looking to get around Pappas. Does. Shot save. And now Downing in the near corner. He's going to take it and skate it. Downing's got some room. He's got Peffer with him. Downing gains the line and then loses the puck. And sent around the other direction. We got a race here. Silty wins it. He's the first one of the puck. Rims it around. Shalin now at the wall with it. And Peffer going to poke it up and out. Peffer's got Downing. He hits him on the pass and saved by the bell. As Flyers unable to finish that breakaway as period number 1 comes to an end. 1-0 game. It's been a fun one. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. All right, breaking news. James Franklin was fired. Yep, but the Ames coaching staff remains intact. Downing and Silty have a little conference here. Peffer's going to be your center. Pappas playing D. And is that Richie? No, is that Casson? I think that's Casson Smith on the far side. It sure is. My eyes do not deceive me. Good poke there by Pappas. Move forward, Meineke gathers it. Now Meineke dekes around one. Meineke gains the line clean. Meineke looking to get around Silty. Is it poked away? Two Flyers collide. They're not sure who's going to take it. That's Pappas and Silty and Smith. And now in front of the net and sent out of harm's way and jumps into neutral ice. Meineke gathers. Meineke thinking about passing. Good pass there. He finds the awaiting Heartlander, but it's poked away. Now Meineke gets a little love from Wesley. And Flyers got a 3v2. See if they can move the puck up. And they do. Here's Casson Smith all alone. He shoots. And now Downing trying to get the rebound. And now Peffer trying to get the rebound. It is loose in front of the net. And now it goes down behind the net. Best opportunity for the Flyers yet. And we've got a whistle for a penalty. And much like most kids in youth hockey, he looks at the ref and says, "What?" I've never seen a kid say, "Yep, that was on me." Looks like they're on it on the scoreboard here. All right, in on the power play is Sorensen, Antonovich, Terry. Oh, they're offsetting. Okay, so Peffer's in the box along with a number 20 for the Heartlanders. So we will skate 5v5 again. And here comes number 5. Puck is dropped. Schmidt over to Van Meer. Lily's going to skate up and shoot, and it's deflected. Now Kira gets bumped off the puck, and I believe that's Antonovich there helping out. Antonovich going to go out to the D. Van Meer going to send it towards center ice. Now out towards Jude, and look out, Van Meer, thankfully, is in the right place at the right time. Slows this play down. Kira sends it in deep on sides. Antonovich trying to get the puck. It's going to come up towards Jude. Look out. Van Meer getting a good angle on it, and she's going to swat it back into neutral. Held in by 5. Great play there by Iowa City. And then they're going to shoot, but it's sticked away by Van Meer, but stays in the house. Flyers need to get it out of harm's way. Up to the blue line. 5 holds it in again, finds a nice pass. Now Van Meer in front of the net, swats it into neutral ice. Here's Kira with a little bit of room. Kira, drop pass to Jude. Jude's going to bring in. Jude's got some room. Jude dekes around one. Schmidt now going to take it in down below the goal line. Schmidt centered, misses Grayson. And that's going to come all the way out, and Van Meer's got to go chase it in her own side. Van Meer with it. She rims it around, and Flyers caught out of position. Number 5 going to get a shot patted away by Fance. Jude trying to get it out here, and he gets it up towards the blue line, held in by the Meineke. Meineke shoots it hard, and it gets deflected away. Here comes number 5, going to skate at center ice. Jude gets the sticking away. Shot saved by Fance. Out to the point it goes. Sent up, and that's deflected by Swanson. He takes it. Now up towards Downing, and at least into neutral ice it goes. Here's Downing and Meineke again. Going at Van Meer in, and it's going to come in off sides as Swanson gets ahead of the play as it was slowed down by the junior Heartlanders. I'm going to try and step away from the surface of the sun is right above me in this new heating system. Peffer with Downing and Smith out there. It's into Heartlanders zone. And back into neutralize it goes. Downing moves it back towards the Heartlanders zone. Now out into the ref skates it goes. Here's Pepper coming away with it. Pepper now going to skate it in. He gets it in clean. Stops Pepper. Going to send it towards the net. Goes wide left. Smith to it. Smith going to move it over to Downing. Downing with it, and he's going to be pushed off of it as two Heartlanders collide on him. Flyers need to get out to their D. They do, and then sent back deep by Pappas. Downing behind the net with it. Downing now. He's going to take it. Downing thinking centering, now thinking wraparound, and then loses the puck. And out to the point, Silty holds it in. 61 going to gather it behind the net. 61 out to the point. Good play there. Let's go D to D, but the pass is jumped, and there's going to be a tripping, but probably all in all, not a bad place to take a penalty there because they were going to be off to the races. Breakaway. Get a couple more steps. You might even see a penalty shot on that, but Flyers hanging around here. 1-0. We're going to have to kill a 90-second penalty. And they're going to send Jude Schmidt out there. They're going to send Grayson Sorensen. I think Vitali, maybe. Vitali's out there. And they're going to march it in, shoot left, and fanned on that one now, trying to rim it up and around, and held in by the Heartlanders. Now poked away by Lily Van Meer. It's coming center ice. And good poke check there by Jude. Sent and covered by... No, it's loose! And the rebound score there by number 5. Flyers begging for a whistle there as it appeared that that puck was covered by the tendy. But you got to play till that whistle goes. I don't know if Leon let up on that a little early, anticipating a whistle, or if it was poked out. Anyway, the refs are going to chat about it here. Meanwhile, the penalty's melting away as they're talking about it. And now they're going to go give the coaches an explanation. Of course, the penalty, it's kind of a moot point because that penalty will go away with the goal irregardless. So we're going to go back to full strength. Hey, you need a 5th out there. Flyers, get up. Got some first game kinks to work out here as the Flyers send 4 skaters out. Heartlanders send it out to the point and hold it in. Downing trying to jump the pass. He does. Downing trying to get up to Antonovich. Antonovich has it taken away by a pair of skates. And now Antonovich going to try and get to the puck behind the net. He does. And he's going to change directions. Antonovich to Downing. Downing with it behind the net. Downing looking out to the point to Silty. Silty's got some room. He's going to send it. Now the rebound still loose in front of the net. Antonovich fires one, but it's deflected away. Iowa City gains the puck, and now they're breaking out. Off the stick. This should be an offsides. I think that hit a stick. Oh, I thought it hit a stick before the red line, but it must have been after. So now they're going to get center. Where's our defender? And that's going to shoot up and in. And a little bit of love afterwards. So 2 quick goals by the junior Heartlanders here to go up 3-0. Almost took a drink of Greg's Jolly Rancher energy drink there. Instead, I'll go to my coffee. Plays underway. Casson Smith with it now. Smith has it taken away by Meineke. Meineke looking for a stretch pass, and they just don't quite connect on it. Good idea as number 5 was crashing the net. Kira and Peffer on the puck. Hit around and into the Flyers zone where Silty grabs it. Silty going to take it down behind the net and evaluate. Now Silty all the way around, and he chips it around the ref, chips it around the defender, and now Peffer's got it with a little bit of room. Peffer scoots it forward. Peffer trying to win the race, and does. No Flyers. Then we do have Cassins crashing the net. This is out to Silty, who sends it in deep, and now it's in the crease, but Meineke gathers it up, and he's going to skate it out. Meineke looking to get around Pappas. He does. Meineke looking to get around Silty. He's unable to. And Pappas going to look to get it in the corner. Sent out to neutral ice where Casson Smith has it. Smith looking to deke around number 5. Smith sends it towards the net, and a soft one in front of the crease. Juicy rebound that the Flyers couldn't quite get to. Here's Jude working the puck deep. Out and around it comes. Board battle. Goes out to Van Meer. Van Meer doesn't get a good shot off, and it's sent out to neutral ice by Iowa City. Now Schmidt collects. He's going to use the boards and gain the line. Flyers are in clean. Jude looking for a centering pass, but has the puck poked away by the Heartlanders. Heartlanders got numbers. It's 3v1. Van Meer getting in that centering pass, misses. Good recovery there by the Flyers. Now Grayson and Antonovich going to go 2v1 the other way. Sorensen to Antonovich. Antonovich, backhand shot, unable to get there. Shalin can't quite get to the rebound, and out to neutral ice it comes where Schmidt holds it. Flyers, good opportunity there. Again, couldn't quite convert. Van Meer going to dump it in, but Shalin is offsides, and they don't call it. And Smith's got to be careful. Just a silly penalty there by Sorensen. And let's see, they don't have their stick. Hand is up, so we got to touch this puck to get a whistle. And that should be the whistle as Schmidt gets a stick in there as Sorensen takes a frustration penalty. So another penalty kill for the Flyers. Flyers going to send out Downing, Peffer, Pappas, and Silty to kill the penalty. Play is underway, and this is Downing trying to clear it out towards the blue line. Now Downing does get away. Clear it, baby. And he does. He's going to get it all the way across ice, and it's going into the corner. And there's going to be a board battle. Downing versus 2 Heartlanders, and the Heartlanders come away with it. Meineke trying to get the breakaway pass. He does. Now they're going to get around Peffer and around Pappas, but they can't get around Silty. They do get a good shot off. Puck still hanging loose, and now sent out towards the blue line. Meineke fires one up over high over the crossbar. Here's Peffer with it now. And turns. Up, Downing with it. Downing going to get it up and out of the zone. 37 seconds left. Peffer gets to the puck and sends it deep. That goes off a defender's skates. Oh, crashed the net there, boys. Here's Downing and no, that's not Meineke. Downing and 40 out there going after each other. Here comes the Heartlanders the other way, looking for a 3v3 foot race that Pappas gives up there. Heartlanders come away with it. They center it. Saved by Fance. They're coming the other direction. Sent out towards the blue line. Ooh, good poke there by Peffer. Peffer gets shoved down, and we're going to see a penalty here. And words are exchanged between the 12-year-olds on the ice. And now Flyers going to skate on the advantage. They're going to send out V, Sorensen, Schmidt, Van Meer, and Casson Smith on the power play. Puck one back to Van Meer. No, not quite enough juice to get back to Van Meer, but Sorensen gets it and going to send it towards the net. Antonovich couldn't get that deflection. Now it's out to Schmidt. Jude going to send it towards center ice. Casson Smith trying to get to it. And it's going to go deep. Casson out to Lily Van Meer. Van Meer going to go D to D. Now Jude gathers the puck, and he's going to send it And that missile, now it's stuck in front of the net. Flyers can't quite get to it. Van Meer holds it in. Sorensen going to try and change directions. He sends one high up over the net. Antonovich gathers. Antonovich centered to Sorensen. Sorensen gets a shot off, deflected by the goalie's stick. Here's Smith. Smith out to Van Meer. Van Meer going to go deep. No, soft D-to-D pass. Intercepted. It's the right idea. Just need a little more mustard on it. Here comes Iowa City. Saved by Leon. Flyers going to march the other way. See if maybe he can get some fresh legs out there. 28 seconds to go on the power play. Board battle here. Smith comes away with it. Smith and Sorensen got a 2v1. Smith centers it, but number 5 takes it away for Iowa City. And here comes the Heartlanders marching through the ice. This kid can skate. They've got a 2v1. They're going to get around Van Meer. Shoot, he scores. Unassisted goal by number 5 for Iowa City. It's got to be his second or third or fourth on the day. Two minutes, 22 seconds to go. Peffer, Downing, Shalin out there, Pappas, and Silty. Center, and here's Shalin. Shalin's going to skate it. Shalin moves it to Peffer. Peffer trying to get around one defender. Slows down Peffer, going to shoot one, and that's saved and covered up by the netminder in white. Downing was there to clean up the trash, but no rebound to be had. Peffer going to take the draw. We've got full strength hockey. One back to Silty. No, Downing gets it to Silty. Silty goes cross ice. Pappas and Shalin are on it. Iowa City comes away and sends it out to neutral ice. Now we got a 2v1. Silty pokes it away and slows the play down and then jams him up again. Silty now going to move it up towards Shalin. And Iowa City sends it back deep. We got 67 seconds to play in the period. They're going to deke around 1, 2, 3 off the bar. And Iowa City doesn't quite convert. 60 seconds to go. Flyers got to get the puck out of the zone. Board battle with everybody there. Out to the point. Shot. Saved by, that puck is still loose, but the save was made by Leon. Knocked out by Pappas. Downing going to try and foot race it. Gets an angle. And puck still loose as both players dive in onto the ice. And here comes Meineke being pestered by Downing. Gets it up to 13. 13 now with Jude Schmidt in the way. Shot saved by Fance. Turn, and we got a whistle here. As the stick goes up high. And with that running clock and 10 seconds to go, I don't think they'll have time to drop this before period number 3. 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Now's the time. Go to the fridge. Grab yourself a beverage of choice, as we'll be right back for the concluding period. All right, welcome back to period 3. Coach Antonovich, if you can hear my voice, you got $30 in your Venmo. You know what to do with it. Find that hot box for Greg and I. All right, Sorensen, Antonovich, and Terry out there to start period 3 with Jude and Van Meer on defense. Nice stick there by Jude. And comes in, here's number 5, and he's going to deke around 1, 2, and swat it away. And now out we go. This is Antonovich coming the other direction. He gets collided on by 3 players. Pushed off the puck. And sent in deep where Van Meer gets it, and she sends it towards the blue line in offsides on Iowa City. Sorensen, Antonovich, Terry in there still. Same personnel for the Flyers. Here's Jude with it. He moves it up towards the blue line, doesn't come out. Lester coming with it for the Heartlanders. Now Jude can't quite deke around Meineke. And look out, nobody to beat but the goalie. And they're going to tap in an easy one as no defenders there to help out our goaltender. And Fance drops and they get around offside for the 5th goal of the game. Flyers looking to get that goose egg off the board, and they've got about 11 minutes to do so. Downing, Heffer, and Smith out there with Silty and Pappas. And it comes into, see if Downing can beat it. Not yet. Nope, I hit a button. We don't want to do that. Downing trying to get it centered. Now Peffer gets to Downing. Downing's going to shoot through the crease. Wide left. Coming around, up around the boards. Backhanded deep. And held in by Silty. Battle at the blue line. Chipped deep. Sorensen with it now. Or Smith, rather. Here comes Iowa City. Peffer up to Smith. Smith trying to hit Downing. Smith to Downing. Downing defended well and pushed into the boards and unable to get anything going. And here's Smith. Going to try and go to the point. Silty to Downing. Downing can't get through. Smith going to pick it up. Smith to Peffer. Peffer loses the handle on it. And here's Downing with it. Downing sends it hard one, and it doesn't connect. Nobody there to clean up the rebound. Another one in the corner. Chipped out to Smith. Smith now going to send it to the opposite side where Peffer gets to it. Peffer, Flyers like to see him, yes, right out to your defender and regroup. Now Pappas going to send it deep to Peffer. It comes around out into Smith, and Sorensen jumps in on the play as Downing changed. Now here comes Iowa City the other way. Sorensen with it. Sorensen has it poked off his twig, but stays with it. Oh, loses the puck. Neutral ice it comes. Iowa City gets around Pappas' stick. Silty trying to slow down. They shoot high above the crossbar. Meineke around Sorensen. Now Sorensen going to hustle to that puck. Can't chip it out. Flyers pushed up against the board. Can't get their stick down. And Iowa City marching in towards the net. And it's in the crease and then swatted out backhand. Back in and now swatted out. And out of the zone it goes. Back in offsides. And expect we'll see a full change here from your Flyers. Sorensen, Antonovich, and Shalin in there. Jude playing defense with Van Meer. Draw won by Iowa City. Schmidt trying to work it out towards the blue line. Good poke check there. And now Van Meer hits it hard to Shalin. Coming back in it goes. And sent towards the net, and Jude gets his stick in the way. Jude rims it around towards Antonovich. Antonovich able to exit the zone. Flyers going to get a change here. And Hayden Meineke grabs the puck all alone behind his own net. Meineke, let's see if he slices and dices. He gets around one and then has the puck jump off his twig but lands safely on his teammate's stick. There's going to be a shot, and that's going to go in top bin. Hits the corner. A bit of a knuckle puck for goal number 6. Peffer taking the draw, and it's won by Iowa City. Iowa City gets around the defenders. They're going to shoot, and Leon makes a nice save. Fans standing tall. Fans on the one-timer there. Van Meer sends it up towards the blue line. And now out it comes, and Peffer clears the zone. Kira going to try and get that puck, and Iowa City comes and turns the other way. Van Meer around to Kira. Here's Terry going to board battle, and in comes Peffer to help. Puck stuck, and we're going to get a whistle as I think Kira had fallen on that puck. Holy moly, it's hot. Good news is I'm 3 pounds lighter even after eating that Jimmy John's. This one sent towards the center. Now Flyers come away with it. Here's Peffer. Peffer dumps it in. Must have been after the red line. Looked like maybe a little early. And Downing takes that puck away. Downing stays with it, sends it towards the net. Save. Out towards the point. There's Kira over to Jude. They don't connect on the pass. Iowa City takes the puck away. 5.5 minutes. Here's Downing trying to get to it. Jude gonna hold it. Oh, held it in temporarily. Here comes the puck the other way, but slowed down by number 2, Casson Smith. Smith to Downing. Downing chips it around one. Downing hit off the puck and get up. Whistle there as West might got the wind knocked out of him. He's going to find his way to the bench. Coach Beasy will take a peek at him. And with 5.5 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 seconds to go. It's one back to Pappas. Pappas now to Antonovich. Meineke with it, and he has it poked away by Pappas, but Lester's right there to pick it up for Iowa City. Now here comes 5, looking to deke and dunk, and he's going to shoot right in. Oh my gosh, that shot almost looked like it went through Fance's glove as it was a missile. Looked like it went right into his glove, and then it drops out and rolls across the goal line for goal number 7. And now we'll see what kind of heart these kids have and see if they battle hard for the last 4.5 minutes or if they look like they're ready to go to the swimming pool. Antonovich, he says, I'm going to keep playing. He sends the puck deep into Iowa City land. But there's not a ton of pep in the step here as they go and attack it. And Iowa City with the pass, and now we got a 2v1. Quite connect on that. Another pass here. Flyers slow getting back on defense. And it appears to me the Flyers' heart just isn't going to be in it for the last 4 minutes of this game, but prove me wrong, guys. Here comes V. He's got the puck. He's got Shalin with them. V gains the line. Antonovich has it taken away, and then a bit of a bump. That's not called. Now Pappas going to hunt it down, or the bump might be called on Antonovich with a cross check. with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Flyers find themselves down 7-0. Gave up 8 in the first game, but put up 2 themselves. See if we can get one here. End this game on a good flavor by tucking one in the net. Here comes the Flyers. Oh, try and get it over to Peffer. Peffer sends it towards the net, and the defender's there waiting for it. And almost a shorthanded opportunity there for the Flyers. Jude pokes it back the opposite direction. Sent deep. Puck goes to the far boards. This is Van Meer, and it's centered. And Casson Smith comes away with it. Smith now trying to skate through center ice, and he does. Smith gains the zone. Smith there comes and takes away. He's going to shoot one, and right there it's still stuck. Oh, can't quite get to it. Jude can't get his stick down in time, but that's going to kill a good chunk of this penalty kill. Smith tries to get in, and now poked away by Peffer. Another 6 seconds, and the Flyers will be full strength. Sent in. Van Meer sends it right back out, and Flyers are full strength. Oh, in off the change. Downing stumbles out the gate. And Swanson comes away with the puck. Swanson looking to get up to Antonovich. Sent back the other way. Now poked towards Iowa City territory. Downing with it now. Downing gains the line. Downing puts the brakes on. Downing going to try and shoot. He gets it towards the net. Save by the Tendy. Puck still loose here, and that's going to squirt out into neutral ice where Silty gets to it. Silty now. He's going to take it center ice. Silty up to West. West going to use the boards. Get it in around Meineke. And coming the other way is number 5, and it's held in. Now this is Antonovich trying to make a centering pass. Nobody's home, though. 60 seconds to go. And this should be a nice thing. So we'll get maybe one more drop here in the offensive zone with 50 seconds to play. .35 ticks. Shalin comes in. Swarnson's there. Pappas over to Silty. And has it taken away. And here comes Iowa City. Nobody to beat but Vance. And Vance makes the save. Kick save with that right blocker. Comes out towards Downing. Downing just trying to get out of the zone. Held up by Meineke. And sent back into the zone. And now it's out into neutral ice. Swanson with 8 seconds. He's got a 2-on-1 and 5 seconds to go. Poked away. Flyers not going to get a shot off, and this one's going to end 7. Iowa City Flyers with the goose egg. Season starts off here 0-2. We got a couple weeks rest, and then we'll be at the Casey Center in 2 weeks, where I will be tuned in maybe from a flight home from Vegas if we have Wi-Fi on it. So we'll see you guys again in a couple weeks. Thanks for tuning in here to Ames Hockey Network. This is Jeff signing off of SuperDad TV from the first broadcast of the season. We'll see you next time. Be good to each other, friends.